When I think about mindfulness, I don't think about sitting cross-legged on a mountaintop. I think about the moment my 6-year-old melts down because his Lego tower collapsed. And I feel my own heartbeat rising with his. It's that pause, that breath between his emotion and my reaction. That's where mindfulness lives. And I believe it's in these ordinary moments that the future of our emotional health is quietly being shaped. For many of us, mindfulness has become a word we scroll past, a practice reserved for meditation rooms or yoga mats. But what if mindfulness is less about doing and more about being? Being present enough to notice, to listen without judgment, and to feel before we fix. Mindfulness isn't a luxury, it's a life skill. It's the difference between reacting from habit and responding from awareness. And that difference can transform classrooms, homes, and communities. In my work with parents and educators, I've learned something simple, yet profound. Children don't learn mindfulness because we tell them to breathe. They learn because we do. They don't learn kindness through lectures. They learn it through how we speak to them when we're tired or when they make mistakes. The nervous system of a child borrows from the calm of the adult beside them. So every moment we choose to slow down, every time we take a breath instead of raising our voice, we're not just managing behavior, we're wiring their brain for safety, empathy, and connection. That's the power of presence. It's contagious. We live in a world of constant distraction, where attention has become one of the most precious forms of currency. And if we can learn and teach how to direct attention inward toward awareness and compassion, we begin to shape a calmer and kinder society. Imagine a generation of young people who know how to pause before they post, to breathe before they blame, to listen before they respond. That's not a small shift. It's a cultural transformation. In education, mindfulness isn't about adding one more subject to the curriculum. It's about transforming how we teach. When a teacher models calm, the classroom learns safety. When a child learns to name an emotion, instead of acting it out, they're building the foundation for emotional intelligence. And when communities adopt these practices through schools, charities, and local initiatives, we move from isolated efforts to collective well-being. We begin to design societies that are not only wiser, but also softer. And that softness, that compassion, is what truly strengthens us. As a mother and as someone deeply engaged in early childhood well-being, I've seen how small mindful moments can change the entire tone of a day. Sometimes it's 3 slow breaths before school. Sometimes it's whispering "thank you" at bedtime. Sometimes it's forgiving myself for not getting it right. Mindfulness does not make life perfect. It makes it possible to stay open-hearted while living it. It reminds us that calm is not found, it's created, breath by breath, choice by choice. So as you listen today, whether you're an educator, researcher, student, or parent, remember, the science of mindfulness is already alive in you. Every breath, every pause, every act of compassion is shaping the emotional fabric of our families, our classrooms, our world. Because mindfulness isn't about escaping life, it's about returning to it. Fully awake, fully aware, fully human. May we all continue to build a world where presence is our language and kindness is our legacy. Thank you.